Hey
All
Tom,
right.
how you doing, man?
Doing awesome, Nick. Nice to see you, brother.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Thanks for jumping on here. We're talking all about agent attraction strategies and giving back to a lot of the agents that are watching out there who are looking to get started with agent attraction. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself, about how long you've been with EXP, and overall your perspective on agent attraction.
All right. Yeah. So Tom Truong here. I'm 16 years in the business, 3.5 of that with EXP. Absolutely love the revenue share portion, agent attraction portion of it. We call it agent referral program. And it's changed my life. To make a long story short, right? I still sell a lot of houses here in the greater Boston area. But Nick, I mean, I invested 2 hours a day, 15 hours a week, 60 hours a month. Do the math, that's 720 hours a year, 2,130 hours after 3 years. And I built a revenue share income stream of over $250,000 and growing and growing and growing. So needless to say, man, I came for the money. I came for the split. I'm staying for the money because I can't leave anymore because that keeps growing. And along the way, I made a lot of great friends and real estate professionals have joined the organization. For me now, 35 states, 4 countries, Nick. So that's a nutshell, 2 minutes. What I love about agent attraction.
I love it. You know, you definitely have the pedigree. You definitely have the just the background, and it's just amazing to see that growth over time and to see how much the company's changed in 3.5 years, right?
Yeah.
And so, what I wanted to really talk to you today about is we've done a lot of these interviews, had a lot of good specific strategies on how to attract and not chase. And we talked a little bit about you and I have talked about in the past culture about giving, and so you are launching a website. Agents get free, and I wanted to know a little bit more about what was the mindset behind that, and what's the concept of creating the culture that attracts agents rather than chasing them.
Yeah, the mindset is, nobody wants to no one wants to have another job, right? So the reason for the website is so that we create systems, we collaborate with one another, and we build something that's replicatable and that works for us while we don't want to work, while we're vacationing, having dinner with our family, vacationing, so on and so forth. And what I found with other websites is it's branded to, Nick, it's branded to Tom, it's branded to Susie, to Sally. And I wanted to build something that there's no branding at all. It's not about the Tom Truong show or the Nick show. It's about how agents can leverage this platform to get free. That's why the name of the website is Agents Get Free. And other leaders, other influencers within this organization, hopefully we can all come together and we can all share resources, because why do we need to reinvent the wheel each and every time? So that's the idea, Nick. Right, you and I are collaborating with different lines of revenue share, but we ought to be collaborating because what's good for your team should be good for my team. And what I try really hard to do to audit this website is that it's not about any one individual or one individual team. The resources provided should be good for everybody, and should be sort of universal.
I love that. I think that is just the approach that anybody that's out there looking to agent attract and to bring agents into an organization, or into just their group, is to just always give. You just share that community, in terms of the resources that you brought up, the trainings. Can you go in a little bit deeper into some of the specifics of the resources you provided?
Yeah. So on this website, and it continues to build, right, and change. But on the website, you should be able to find, okay, where is the onboarding checklist for all 50 states and 18 countries? If I'm in Mexico, where's the onboarding checklist? If I'm in San Diego, where's the checklist? If I'm in Boston, where's the checklist? Boom, it goes through it. What are the onboarding processes? State by state, it's different. Country by country, it's different. So we try to catalog everything and put it in there. Okay, I'm not sure if EXP, the company, has that cataloged anywhere. So it's always this puzzle. Why should it have to be a puzzle, right? In there, you also find agent attraction materials, the PowerPoint presentations, basically for 18 countries, for the US, for the Canada, in Spanish version, and hopefully in other languages that other people have put out. So the request is basically, let's build this thing and make it one source for everybody. On there, you'll also find sales material, right? If you want to learn how to just sell houses, well, how about a sales boot camp? How about how to go after your first buyer, go after your first listing, so on and so forth. Sales techniques on how to build a team. And for those who are really good at team building, let's share our resources here. Nick, help me out. What else is on the website, man?
Well, you also have amazing commercial real estate resources on there. You got KV core trading materials on there. I mean, the idea is that you've taken the concept, the mindset of, okay, what does an agent on a daily basis, what resources could they possibly need to tap into? And you just compiled it into one place. And so I think that's great. And so I wanted to then kind of just move into this direction of, from that approach of a new agent, right? Someone that maybe doesn't have that pedigree, that is just getting into the business or maybe in a new market. And so how would they use what you've created to actually elevate and put, their status in terms of agent attraction?
Right. So a new agent coming on, whether you're a rookie agent or rock star agent, you're still brand new to the platform. So you got to figure out, okay, what are my steps? What do I need to do next to start building my real estate business, right? So you want to understand, well, what videos can I send out? Where are the PowerPoints that I can send out? Where are the online Zoom EXP explanation events happening? Where are they happening? Live in person, right? And so this website under the events tab will give you all of that. And I'm hoping that other leaders will share their calendar with me. And I am sharing my calendar with you. Other leaders here, anybody, just go to agentsgetfree.com. You'll see all of my live events. There's a registration. You can send all of your folks, all of the agents you're attracting to my live events. And I'm pleading of our leaders to share their same resources as well. And so, if we all came together, we can go from 67,000 agents to 1 million agents fast and not work so hard.
Yeah, I love that. And so for a new agent that's out there who is trying to attract, let's say, their first agent, like you said, they're new to the company, even if they're a rock star, what would you say is the most important thing that they can think about, the thing that they can do and focus on before they attract their first agent?
What they want to focus on before they start attracting?
Like what I hear yourself saying a lot is kind of like immersing, right? Like you got to know what the PowerPoint is and know these things. And I think a lot of times we hear kind of conflicting sides, right? There's two sides to the school, or two schools of thought, which is like, one is, well, lean on your sponsor, set up those three-way calls. We had Russ Collier who said the same thing. He said, set up the three-way calls. I don't want new agents trying to explain EXP. And that's a great point. But at the same time, I also hear the other school of thought, which is more along kind of what you've just been saying, which is, we need to go study. You got to learn, and you want to actually find those resources, learn the process from the people who've done it best, right?
100%, right? Join all of the calls, join the live Zoom calls and listen in. Pay attention, even if you're the only one there and you didn't invite anybody, or you invited someone and they didn't show up. Guys, gals, you've time blocked the time. Grab a pen and paper and take notes. See how the presenter presented it. See how they delivered some sort of slide. What was their approach? Because eventually you've got to develop your own approach. And so you're going to lean on us. You're going to lean on all the work that we'll do until you can get there and do it on your own. The fastest builders, the biggest builders, are the ones who are showing the program themselves. Because when you show it, it comes from the heart. It comes from you. It has a lot more meaning, and you have much more authority and respect from the people across the table that, hey, you're my leader because you're showing it. And if you can help me, I'll build too, and I'll put people in front of you, right? And I don't know any major builder, Nick, who is not showing their own program.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, you mentioned time blocking. Can you speak to that a little bit? When you were time blocking a couple hours a day, what were you doing during those time blocks?
Yeah, man. I mean, so Scott and Trace Lewis were my sponsors. When I signed up, I basically went live on a Monday, right? Maybe at a Tuesday afternoon or something. I went live. And that weekend, Scott and Tracy flew up from San Antonio, Texas to do 4 lunch and learns for me. 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. I took out a restaurant. And that whole week, all I did was call every one of my friends, and here's the script, guys. Hey, Nick, it's Tom Truong. I'm making a massive move in my real estate business. I am so fired up about it. I want to make sure that you heard it first from me. I'd love to buy lunch for you, either Friday or Saturday at 11 o'clock or 1:30. Which one's best for you, Friday or Saturday? Show up at this restaurant and you will learn why I'm so excited about my real estate career. I made calls after calls after calls. Well, Tom, what is it? Well, I signed a non-compete, man. I can't disclose it until Friday. You just got to show up. It's going to blow your mind, right? This real estate platform, I'm so fired up about it. And I don't even do it justice, because if I try to explain it to you, I'm going to mess it up. For friends that's close to me, I'm going to say, I'm going to F it up. And I'm going to smile, right? Just show up, brother. Show up and check it out. And that's what I did. And that's what every agent should be doing. If you really want to hit the reset button, you can hit the reset button. Agents, I say this to my agents all the time, Nick. If you've been in the business for 6 months or 6 years, nothing stops you today to call all of your friends that you haven't called on and says, hey, Nick, I'm about to make a massive real estate move. I'm going to have a lunch and learn this Friday. I'm going to reveal what I'm going to do. Would you show up? What? You're leaving EXP? I didn't say that. Maybe I am, but you got to show up Friday and Saturday to check it out. So they drive in, and then and then you just show the program, because you never showed it to them in the first place.
Yeah, we were just talking with Jay and Ashley Nelson. They were saying, $4 cup of coffee is how they did it. And so you don't understand how much coffee we've bought in the last couple of years, right? And I love that, because it's so simple. It's just like you said, you get someone in the room and you have their attention. But to get them there, you got to make the calls, and you got to dedicate the time to invest in those relationships so that people show up. And then when they show up, it's for the one. This model is one that sells itself. I mean, that's what it sells itself. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Gene Frederick, right?
Yeah.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And so all you really have to do is commit the time, like you were just saying, commit the time to get the butts in seats. And once they're there, you capture their attention, capture their, them really as people that are captive audience in terms of their attention. They're going to look at the model in a way that can't be done over the phone. And I think too many agents try to maybe close a deal over the phone, right? And you want to get them to an event. Yeah.
At the beginning, your job is to be a professional inviter. Today, that's all I do, Nick, is I am professionally inviting people to see the program. Learn how to professionally invite, okay? And guys, gals, we have a multi-million-dollar business. Some would say we have $1 billion business in our hands. Do you treat it as a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar business, or do you treat it like you're doing them a favor, or are they doing you a favor by showing up and doing the program? I like to say, buy me a cup of coffee, and I'll share with you how this platform will change your life.
And they say, Tom, are you sure that I should be buying coffee?
Yeah, you should. You should be buying me coffee, because I'm gonna, if at the end of our 45-minute coffee, if you don't think it was worthwhile, I'll refund your money. I'll buy your coffee.
I love that. That's awesome.
I mean, and that's a mentality, right, Nick? That's a mentality. We've got a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar business.
Yeah. And just to get everyone excited, right? You have 67,000 agents here, and there are millions more. As Glenn always says, right? There's so many more, because we're just getting started. So
just getting started. Yep.
Tom, this is really, really great stuff. I've talked a lot about the mindset, the culture, just understanding, being a professional inviter. I'm going to remember that one. That was a great tidbit right there. Be a professional inviter and attract, those agents to you. Build the excitement. I love the excitement. Every time we talk, Tom, you have the excitement. It's amazing. When I saw you at Brent's event a couple years ago, that was the first thing I noticed, how much excitement you had, and I can see why.
Be excited. That's the first step in the 5-step of agent attraction that Scott Lewis and I teach. Be excited, right? Be excited, make a list, invite, show, follow up. Those are the 5 steps. Pretty simple.
Say it one more time for the audience.
Be excited, make a list, invite, show the program, follow up. The most important one is the last one. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Be excited, make a list, show the program. Be excited, make a list, invite, show the program, follow up. Those are the 5 lists. Easy.
If you have a system and a process to do that, and to make it even easier for you, then it will continue to increase that efficiency. So,
and that system is on this website, agentsgetfree.com. It's right there for you, all spelled out.
Love it. Tom, thank you so much for your time. Great stuff as always.
All right, man. Thanks, Nick. Take care, bro.
Thanks.